Hello, people. You see, we do things by observation. We go through hard thinking, observe what is going on in the country, and come to this conclusion. This, my solemn and candid advice, goes to very dark black man. Listen to me. It's not contestable that very dark black man is the most resourceful, the most potent, and the most reasonable youth in Nigeria as I'm talking to you now. And there is no greater supporter of VDM than I am. I love what he does. He speaks my mind. Whatever thing he does, I appreciate it so much. But there is one thing I've observed, and I'm going to show you some proofs of what I'm trying to show you. Recently, a foreign journalist interviewed Deji Adeyanju, the lawyer that represents VDM under people, the activist lawyer, and asked him why Fubara was targeted in Rivers State by declaring state of emergency. And Adeyanju made some potent comments that were very okay, that every right-thinking person could agree with. And before I show you the proofs, let's listen to Deji Adeyanju briefly.
And let's cross live now to Barrister Deji Adeyanju, human rights lawyer and civil rights activist. Sir, welcome to the program. Can you tell us more about the accusations being put forward against the Rivers State governor? Why was he targeted, do you think?
Thank you for having me on the show, and it's a pleasure to join you all the way from Abuja in the nation's capital. Yes, it's in my mind, the reason why the governor and the Rivers State Assembly were targeted is extremely political, because, there's a threshold, a democratic threshold, stipulated in the Constitution under Section 305 of our Constitution, 1999 as amended, that while it is considered that the President and Commander-in-Chief has the powers to declare state of emergency, however, there is a constitutional threshold, which is more or less like a condition precedent in that section, that there must be certain grounds for the declaration of the state of emergency. For instance, during wartime, or when there's a fear of invasion of our nation, or when there has been complete breakdown of law and order, or when there's fear or apprehension of invasion of the country, or maybe during natural disasters, when maybe a state of emergency is needed to declare, maybe for instance during COVID, to avoid spread, or during natural disasters, or when there's serious threat to the nation or to any region or different parts of it. So then, if those things are present, then that threshold will have been fulfilled and the condition precedent will have been met. Then the president cannot declare state of emergency in line with the provision of Section 305, and the president must seek and get approval of two.
So this is just the clip. I don't want to play the whole video. This is just the clip, just to tell you what the Deji Adeyanju did. Deji Adeyanju gave a very specific and accurate, detailed answer to the journalist. Then at the end of the day, I now went to the comments on Deji's Facebook and discovered that most of the Nigerian people were attacking Deji Adeyanju, who was speaking on their behalf for the good governance of Nigeria. Nigerian people who are suffering were attacking Deji, calling him names, and I will show you proof. Let me read them from the other phone. This one comes from Adiyat Aliyu Abiodun. He said it is only Adeyanju Deji that has the power to suspend the governor and remove the president. So Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu should reverse his decision before he gets angry and deploy his armies. He's attacking Deji, that is speaking on behalf of Nigerians. The second person says, Benedict Paul, Deji is now reasoning from the annals. Hence, he lost out of the position of PDP, publicity secretary, and very painful shame. So this one is attacking Deji, who is speaking on behalf of Nigerians. And that one is from Oluwasewu Ashobom. He said, Deji, your words stinks. That is grammar. You speak from both sides of your mouth. It shows you have little or no knowledge of law and interpretation. This is what he was telling Deji. The next one is Obong Esen. He said, you think say because now Oyibo we will take you serious. Who is that Oyibo man serve and which news station does he represent? When CNN talk to you about it, then I will take you serious. Small. You are not even a smart talker. You are mad the shake. This is what Oban is telling Deji. The other one said Gregory Osas Abolo. He said all this online lawyer read the repeal and reenactment law 2018. This one is from Olatunde Adeyanju. He said Deji needs to read Supreme Court judgment again and again because he's making settlement with the whole issue. And that one is from Abiodu Motarayo Olarolonsola. You shall like distracting your law school and certificate before the international community. It is people like you that makes the Western world request for certificate accreditation before employment. This is what somebody is telling Deji because Deji is speaking his mind. This one is from a pastor, Pastor Mike Abba. He says, sir, I disagree with you on this. I thought you were a lawyer. This is what the pastor is saying to Deji. This one is from Banogo Steve. The Constitution gives the president the powers to use extraordinary measures to restore order. Until these social media lawyers interpret what extraordinary measures mean, they should please keep quiet. Suspending both parties is far better than the lawmakers impeaching Fubara. Tinubu did Fubara a great favor. That is it, if he acknowledges it. This is what people are telling Deji that was speaking his mind. They didn't offer their own contributions. Rather, they were attacking somebody who was speaking his mind. So to this end, I've observed personally that there is nothing VDM will do to Nigerians that will change Nigeria. Because Nigerians are not interested. These are people suffering. And Deji is talking about what happened in River State, that it was an illegality. Somebody from Nigeria is attacking him. Okay, if you don't agree with Deji, why can't you offer your own contribution to the discourse? This is a national discourse. Why are you attacking somebody that's speaking his mind? Now, there is nothing VDM will do that Nigerians will appreciate. Yes, we might have the rattle gang, people that are supporting him like us, but that is not enough. The person that will change Nigeria must have executive fiat, like what happened in Ghana in those days. When things were so bad that Ghanaians were in Nigeria suffering, at the end of the day, it was one person that rose up, and that was Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings. He came and restored order in Ghana, and today, Ghana is one of the happening countries in Africa. So, VDM, I'm giving you this advice. You have to be careful, because they are likely to incriminate, implicate your good words with something you wouldn't even know where it's coming from. Watch Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, who has committed no offense known to law. He's been incarcerated for years. The terrorists have been released in the north. Igbo has been released in the west. But the person that was fighting for the Igbos is still in the custody of the DSS. So this message specifically goes to VDM. There's nothing you will do that Nigeria youth will appreciate. So I advise, because there's no greater supporter than I am. I love what they're doing. I love your courage. I love your boldness. But at the end of the day, they might come after you. I've seen it, because this is what is going on. That's what is going on. Natasha made a petition. She was suspended. And now there's a record process in Kogi to remove her permanently. Now you look at Fubara. They declared a martial law as prescribed by Kenneth Okonkwo, that wasn't a state of emergency declaration. It was a martial law to grab the power so that they can control the people of River State. So these are the things I'm saying. I'm beginning to know that Nigeria cannot move to any positive direction. Only one person, through nature, will come out one day and restore order in Nigeria. So VDM, you have to be careful. Now you're in China, you're trying to make Nigerians know businesses, links, blah, blah, blah. But the cabals, those cartels, might not be happy with VDM. That VDM is trying to expose the trade secrets they've been using to make money. So VDM is faced by enemies all over the place. From people that do crime, from traders, from government agencies, from EFCC, from many people who do not like him, that is fighting a just cause, is fighting for the voiceless, for the downtrodden, for the poor. Not many people like it. So if I were VDM, based on the proofs I've shown you, people that they are attacking Deji, you have to mind their business. Let everybody carry his or her cross. No single person can change Nigeria. Nigeria is so big that people have different belief systems, different culture, different mindset. So as VDM is doing this course, many people will hate him. It's only somebody that has that executive fiat with power. You have to have power to change Nigeria. Either you're a president or rebel or governor or military person, somebody that has power. You have the tool to effect changes. If not, it's not by talking or coming to social media platforms. I've seen it and discovered that VDM has to tread with caution so that they don't come after him. This is what I observed. Whatever thing I observe over a period of time always comes to bear. So this is my advice. I stop here and have a good day.